It was definitely a sprint finish. There was a lot to get done yesterday.
Yesterday was interesting because I guess it was a combination of quick, let's get all of these models finished in time, and then the realization of, oh, we have this whole report to write. So it was a really, really long day.
I think the biggest challenge was to make sure that we do not lose focus on the documentation, because the end of the third day we had results, we had issues, which we were so keen on to figure out on the next day, and me and my teammates, we just said, like, let's forget about figuring out the next steps. We'll just focus on finishing the report because that's kind of the first priority.
I think yesterday was kind of like a masterclass in project management and even like managing deadlines, but also not just, about bringing things together, but also how do you create a resource, whether it's the report, whether it's the code, or whether it's the outputs, not just bringing things together, but also arranging them in such a format that it's useful to your project partners and it's work that others can build upon. So it's not just haphazardly things put together.
As the week draws to a close, the researchers tie up any loose ends and prepare to present their work to the challenge owners and the wider data study group.
Yeah, so it's the last day. We're ready to present. The slides are all ready, and we're just finalizing the last touches on the report and cleaning up our GitHub repository. And I think we're all really excited to see the results.
So I guess it's show time for us, and better get the presentation all set. So thank you so much.
So I guess for the challenge owners, I know that we've left them with a huge amount of ideas to think about, lots of different avenues to explore.
I think for my challenge for UKCEH, I think we've given them a good direction on how they can create visualizations to engage non-specialists. So I think that hopefully would be a direction in which they would continue.
I hope that challenge owners have got quite a bit of insights from what we have produced with the results. We have managed to implement quite a decent number of techniques and methods. Some of them have worked, some of them have not worked. Maybe they want to use this or not, like it's up to them later on.
The outputs from the data study group are delivered back to the challenge owners, who can further develop them independently or in collaboration with the Alan Turing Institute or other research groups. Additionally, the reports written during the week outlining the processes, findings and challenges encountered are made publicly available on the Turing Institute's website. This ensures transparency and allows broader access to the insights and discoveries made during the event.
Yeah, I was really impressed when I came back today for the presentation about how much they'd achieved as a group. We've got some well-developed models and ideas, but I think they took it to the next level in terms of explainable AI, which is something we hadn't really tackled before. So I think we'll take what they've developed and build on it, iterate it, but it's given us a great starting point to take forward that part of the project.
I think because we saw it right at the beginning when people were coming together, there was a lot of different disciplines working together. And what was quite interesting on Monday was how the ideas already started by the afternoon. And then we've stuck away from this now, and we've seen the presentations on Friday, and seeing how we'll be able to predict that time series data to that level of accuracy has really sort of surpassed our expectations.
So it's been a few months since we did the DSG. The output's been fantastic. We've started to build on it and implement things. So really excited by the progress that it's kind of kicked off internally, and yeah, it's just all around been a great experience.
Yeah, I think it's really given us a framework and a roadmap as well to go forwards with our future direction. So many great ideas that we can implement in time, as well as what we've already implemented.
Probably the biggest impact is that we've now transitioned to fully deep learning models. That's something that we knew we needed to do and we were working really hard for. But having 20 people for a week, all those people hours, we really were able to make a huge amount of progress. And those models are in production now. We're serving them to customers. So it's super exciting.
Yeah, I think we've now got one of the most cutting edge kind of tech platforms. And I think that the Turing DSG provided a really strong base for us to then build on top of that.
It was great to see how much could be achieved in just a span of 5 days and how efficient and great it is to work in a multidisciplinary team, because that's not something that you get to do very often when you're in a PhD program, because you're generally working as a lone researcher.
And I think something that's maybe quite difficult working in such a short space of time is that you can really feel like so much of it is unfinished. You have all these ideas, as you said, in the first couple of days. And in the end, you don't accomplish everything you really wanted to. But what you're able to do in the report and also from the code that we leave behind is kind of leave traces of all these ideas, which are really, really useful to the partners. And I think, their enthusiasm is enough of a result for us. It was really exciting.
I'm actually really excited to hopefully come back to one of these as well, because I've had a really good time and I can't believe the amount that I've learned this week from people.
I didn't expect the intensity, how much it's got until the day 2 and 3. So I think that was pretty much unexpected because we are very much used to working in a certain kind of environment, and this is altogether a different ball game.
Definitely.
The only thing to add would be a huge thank you to everyone involved in the organisation, from facilitators, PIs, challenge owners, all the way up to the admin teams at the Alan Turing Institute. I think this has been such a rewarding experience for everyone, and it would just be amazing if these could carry on and we could see more of these in the future.
Also, the food was really good.
Oh yeah, that was fantastic.